It's already Thursday again, so this video is for Top 3 Thursday, created by The Horror Man and Horrific Nightmares JM. I'll put links to their channels in the description. This week we were supposed to pick our top 3 favorite comic book movies, which was really hard. I decided to stick with superhero movies and also pick movies where I also read the comic. First up, I went with the classic Superman the movie from 1978. I first saw this when it premiered on TV, which the internet tells me was December 1982, I think. No, it was 1982. So I would have been like 7 going on 8. And I remember the scene with Lois Lane getting buried in her car in the earthquake was very, very traumatizing. Next, I went with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man from 2002. Spider-Man was always my favorite growing up, and I read Spider-Man comics, mostly The Amazing Spider-Man, in the early 90s. That was one of my favorites. But I remember seeing this in the theater, and, you know, just seeing Spider-Man swinging through the city was awesome. Also, the cast was great. And, of course, you know, Sam Raimi directing, it had all kinds of really cool camera angles and stuff, so... And finally, I went with X-Men from 2000. I was really into X-Men comics in the 90s. I went back and bought, I had the first 50 issues of the 1991 X-Men series that's here on the left. And I read, you know, some of the classic ones. And I got into it because of the cartoon series. But when the movie came out, it was really, really cool. I had to put this on the list because just the fact of how they translated Wolverine's hairstyle to movie form, I think was great. And I thought this was going to be really cheesy. I rewatched it and I didn't think it was going to hold up that well, but it absolutely did. Loved it, and so it made my list. How could it not? So mostly nostalgic picks for me. I haven't seen a lot of the newer like Marvel movies and DC and all that stuff. I kind of got burnt out on watching comic book movies. I do have 3 of these shelves devoted to comic book movies, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Those are my picks. Be sure and check out everybody else doing the challenge. I'll put links, like I said, to Joe and Jason in the comments. And until next time, yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot.